SoftBank World 2025 opening keynote starting now. Please welcome Masayoshi Son.
Minasan, おはようございます。最近
Good morning, everyone.
AI がものすごい進化をしています。おそらく
Recently, AI has made tremendous
多
advancements.
くの人がですね、人間がまだ AI
Many people are probably
AI にはこんな限界がある、あんな限界があるというふうに思っている人が多いと思うんですけども、
who believe that humans are still smarter than AI, highlighting various limitations of
人
AI.
間に残された
One example of this belief is that AI lacks creativity.
こういうふうに言う人がいますね。もちろん計算能力だとか
One of the great functions left to humans. That's the way it's often argued.
機能については最近だいぶその見方が
Of course, AI has functions like calculation skills,
例えば
knowledge,
今オープ
and
ニ
the
ング
ability
で
to
聴い
provide
ていただいた
advice.
この音楽、私
But I believe this perception has been changing quite a bit recently. In the realm of videos and storytelling, just like
私は近い将来ですね、 AI が人々のいろんな感情を
AI is rapidly advancing even in the world of
理解するだけでは
art.
なくて
I believe that in the near
自ら
future,
が感情だとか意識に相当する
AI will understand a variety of human emotions and not just understand them, but also
今日は
AI will start to have something equivalent to emotions and
その
consciousness.
前にですね、最初の30分間
I believe that will happen.
OpenAI のサムと
Today, I'll be giving my presentation
会
after
談をす
this.
ることになっております。ぜひ、一緒に聞いていただきたいと思います。
Before
お願
that,
いします。
in the first 30 minutes, I will have a conversation with Sam from OpenAI. I hope you'll all join us for the discussion. Thank you.
Hey, Sam.
Hello. Hey, Masa.
So, what do you think the latest move of agents, AI agents? What is the latest move and what is your vision?
First of all, I'd like to thank you for having me here. You have been, I think, one of the greatest visionaries and such an incredible, one of our deepest and closest partners and friends. I'll talk about agents, but I think without your conviction on us and compute and AI, we wouldn't be here talking about all of this. We wouldn't have been able to get to this point. So thank you very much, and thank you for having me here. I think that the first era of AI, the sort of ChatGPT initial era, was about an AI that you could ask anything and it could tell you all these things. And now, as these agents roll out, AI can do things for you. It can write code for you. It can go compile a research report for you. It can do some of your knowledge work job for you. It can use the internet for you. And this is really quite a remarkable step forward. I don't think we fully wrapped our heads around what's happening, but you can ask the computer to do something in natural language, a sort of vaguely defined complex task, and it can understand you and execute it for you. And the productivity and potential this unlocks for the world, I think, is quite huge.
Great. So what about the Stargate? We announced in January together with you, with the President Trump.
Yes.
What is your vision on that?
I think it's our shared vision together. It's a wonderful partnership. We want to figure out how we're going to build the most effective compute in the world. We are hard at work. It's going well. We're doing some big projects together. We have an initial goal of 10 gigawatts of compute, and if that works well, we'll expand it much more. One of the things you've been pushing on that I'm quite excited about is advanced technologies for new kinds of data centers. I think as we think about scaling in the future way beyond 10 gigawatts, we'll need new technologies and new construction and new paths to new technologies to be able to go build compute at this sort of scale. So doing that together to really provide the compute abundance the world needs for the AI revolution to have the maximum positive impact feels very important.
So you think some people say, well, there is a diminishing return, and we don't need that much compute. So you are still bullish, continue to grow the scale of compute, and the scaling law exists.
For two reasons. One, the scaling law continues for a long time. And we see incredible new research on the horizon that will let us go very far in making better and better models. And the second is, as we drive the cost of AI down, more people want to use it. So if we make the cost of AI 10 times cheaper, people want to use it, 30 times as much or whatever. And the demand for intelligence in the world just seems to be huge, and you get more and more of it as this goes on.
Great. So what about the AI interface? People used to do keyboard and then the smartphone. What's the new AI interface about?
Yeah, as you say, there really only have been two major revolutions in computer interfaces so far. There was old stuff like, the command line and even punch cards before that, but the two mass market ones were the keyboard, mouse, and monitor, and then the smartphone, the touchscreen smartphone. And I think before AI, that was maybe what made sense. But now that we have a system that can really understand us, that can do complicated tasks for us, that can understand the changing context, that can act as an agent on our behalf, that we can trust to communicate with people for us and maybe filter information for us, you can imagine something completely new. And I don't think our current hardware serves that sort of interaction well. So you and I and Johnny Ive have been talking for a while about trying to build whatever comes next, and I think it's a tremendously exciting problem to go tackle, and we'll see if we can get it right.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward what Johnny can bring to all of us, right? Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, great. So what about the vision? 5 years from now, definitely AGI, I think, will be surpassed, and that's not the goal. Superintelligence, artificial superintelligence is coming 10 years from now, 30 years from now. 30 years from now, maybe I'm gone, but you are still young. So what do you think? Let me ask you and share your vision. 5 years, 10 years, 30 years, in those three steps.
That's so hard. I mean, certainly in 5 years, I think we'll have surpassed AGI, and we'll have systems that can do things that we're just incapable of doing today. In 10 years, I would very much expect the rate of scientific progress, the rate of economic growth to look very, very different than it does today, for things to be going very fast. I mean, society will change more slowly, but from a technological and scientific capability perspective, I think it'll be going very fast indeed, and we will have hit these self-improvement loops in all these different categories in very important ways. And 30 years from now, I have no idea. That's too hard.
30 years, even for you, it's difficult to imagine. But definitely, 30 years from now, it will be difficult to imagine what cannot be done by the superintelligence. It will be connected to the robots, super intelligent robots. Then it can move things, it can produce. So I know you and I both believe in the robotics of the future. What is your view on the robotics?
Tremendously excited. I think robotics are one of those sort of self-improvement loops. If you can make a few million robots, they can make a few billion robots. And once we have a lot of robots, I think we can begin to create a lot more material abundance in the world. And that is a good thing to do for people. So I'm excited for that.
Yeah. So with the superintelligence, almost any kinds of intelligence activities can be done. And with the robots that's connected to those, any products for the mass production or even long-tail productions will be done. What about the job for the human? Are we still working hard 30 years from now?
I'm sure the jobs will be very different, but think about how different the jobs that we all do today looked 100 or 500 years ago. It was quite different. And if those people could look forward at what they do to now, at what we do now, they might have a hard time having imagined your job or my job because all these other pieces had to come in place for that to happen. And I think that'll be true in the future. There will be new things that people do. They're hard for us to imagine now. Some of them may seem silly or trivial to us. But to those people in the future, they'll look very important and feel very important. Maybe today, our jobs feel very important and very satisfying to us. But if we could go back to someone in the past, it would have felt very different.
So you think a new kind of job, a new kind of excitement continue to come?
I do.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you. What about medical? Would there be a lot of progress using superintelligence?
That's one of the areas I'm most excited about. I think the progress there will be jaw-dropping and really great, and we will all be healthier. We'll cure and manage a lot of diseases very quickly. I think that'll be fantastic.
Yeah. How about the education? Some people say, some parents say, hey, don't let my kids touch the AI. Don't let them use your ChatGPT. But, and also many school teachers actually prohibited use of Gen AI. But is it good or bad for education for the kids and ourselves?
First of all, I think this is just the world now. So training, even if there's some things about it that are bad for learning, I think our kids are going to grow up in a world with a lot of AI. They need to be able to use these tools. And trying to pretend like this doesn't exist seems like a big mistake. That said, I really do believe that although skills are going to change and what people need to do in school is going to change, everyone will be more capable, smarter, able to do more. The expectations will rise, but also what people are able to output will rise even more. And we will learn to think in new ways. We'll learn to think in different ways. Like when I was in school and Google came out, the teachers were very nervous that we weren't going to learn to memorize history facts anymore. And truth be told, I probably memorized less history facts than someone 10 years older than me did. But the fact that was able to get those instantly on Google meant I was able to free up my brain power, hopefully, to think about problems at a higher level. Same thing when the calculator came out. People were worried that we were going to stop learning how to use slide rules or logarithm tables or whatever, and it turned out we were able to just learn more advanced math faster. So I think the same thing will happen, but the way we teach and evaluate our students is for sure going to have to change.
How about the inventions? Human invented many technologies. Would this superintelligence start to invent new material, new physics, new amazing products? What do you think?
I sure hope so. I think scientific progress is the highest order bit of human progress. And if we can have much more of that, if AI can help us discover science, invent new technology faster, that feels wonderful. Like we should cheer that on.
Great. Okay, so now you have kids. You would encourage your kids to, use Gen AI for all day long, right?
Yeah, well, not little kids. Very little kids, I would encourage to go run around outside and play on the farm. I think like a lot of physical activity out in the analog world is very important. But certainly as our kids get older, I want them to learn with AI for sure.
Okay, great. Well, I think we have lots of audience, many enterprise executives here in the audience. We have announced Crystal Intelligence several months ago.
Yes.
Are you excited? What is your excitement on that?
Extremely excited. So Masa, a long time ago, you said to me like, "Hey, this consumer AI is great, but AI is really going to transform the enterprise." And SoftBank became one of the largest enterprise relationships, I think, of all time, and we are extremely excited about that, and honored that you are our first large enterprise customer. And then you had the idea that we should productize this and offer it to other companies via Crystal Intelligence as well. So, any of you enterprise CEOs in the room, we'd love to speak to you, building on what we've pioneered with SoftBank. I think it's very exciting with some of our newest inventions about how we can really transform an enterprise with AI and create just a huge amount of new value.
So Sam, I have to tell you, yesterday I had a progress report discussion about our Crystal Intelligence for SoftBank Group internal use.
And what they say?
It's amazing. Sam, I'm gonna tell you, we're gonna surpass 1 billion agents within SoftBank Group internal usage.
Incredible.
1 billion, okay? So, and every department leaders reported their approach and progress. I was extremely happy about the progress. So make sure your compute infrastructure does not get crashed. We're gonna have lots of agents. You have to prepare.
Incredible. I'm really happy to hear that.
Okay, good.
We'll keep it going.
Yeah, this is an exciting partnership, and please tell your team that we have to really go for big time. Right?
Great.
Okay, thank you, Sam. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.